いきます。お願いします。
She cute.
いきます。強くなれる理由を知った僕を
She uses a lot of she kind of squishes the tone in and adds this pinchy whisper sound, which I like. I think it adds great dynamic. Because then she really opens up. So we have all the way from two very different sounds. Back to back. I love when singers do that. Ooh, subtle vibrato. Nice.
泥だらけの走馬灯によこわばる心震える手は掴みたいものがあるそれだけさ夜の匂いに空に
I find it interesting with her when she sings in her lower notes. I really feel I hear her speaking voice, which I really like in a singer. It's a great sign of authenticity and that you're using your instrument really honestly. And then when she uses her higher notes, she sounds like anime. She sounds like a cartoon. She sounds like I can hear the compressed yelly sound that an anime character, cartoon character would use when they were like, oh my gosh, ah! And I'm not at all mocking her. I really like those colors in her voice. I like hearing that, the humanness in a singer. I like that of this artist. Oh, did you hear how she used a gasp? So she breathed loudly on purpose. So a singer needs to be very well versed at breathing quietly as they can and quickly. But then there's also a time to breathe loudly, like a gasp or a sigh, to evoke emotion, like a tool, just like a singing tool. We use the breath as a tool. So, I like her. Did you hear whatever she did? She's really good at placing single syllables or single notes in her falsetto, just right in the middle of things. I like to use that myself, and I like how evocative it is as a listener. Love that. Hear that single note of falsetto? Did she say arigato? Is that goodbye? Am I making things up? Probably. Is it thank you? Oh God. A little bit of growl in there. She's pulling out all the stops. This is great.
I don't need to いつ在の花より挑み続け最大地理が美しい乱暴に敷き詰められたトゲだらけの道も本気の僕だけに現れるから乗り越えてみせるよ簡単に片付けられた守れなかった夢もグレンの心臓に根を生やしこの地に宿ってる
She's great. She's really great. Great articulation, enunciation. Really great. Back to that shika da da that pinchy sound. She's like see how she's quite expert actually at adding grit or dissonance or I call it overdrive sometimes, where if you are yelling or raising your voice, there's natural places where your voice will kind of break. And great vocal technicians are able to call on that right where they want it. And she's done it several times now. She's actually a really skilled vocalist. I can see why this style, just vocal and piano for her, she's able to really shine because the vocal is a show unto itself. I think she's great. And she's fun to watch, isn't she? She doesn't just, well, I mean, a singer is fully welcome to be more still or less expressive, but she is fun to watch in this setting. Her body's very expressive. Her face is very expressive, the mask of her face. She uses the shape of the chamber. You know, sometimes she'll close her teeth and it sounds more gritted. She uses her hands a lot, and not in a fake way. I think she's genuinely emoting and moving her body as a response and reaction to the words she's saying and the melody she's singing and the energy that she's calling on in her body to actually move the notes through. As I said, she's a very energetic singer, pushing into overdrive. So I find her quite interesting to watch. Look at this frame. Yeah. It's great. It's a really great performance. She's sweet.
Emoy.
Yeah, I think they left most of her.
I heard some pitch
vocal.
deviation actually. That's why I didn't say shit.
Yeah,
I heard it. I was like, fuck.
Interesting. Same show, but some singers are less edited than the other singers.
Yeah, and I'm sure we could speculate of why, but whether they may request it or maybe they don't have to. Like, we'll never know. If you can't hear the unedited, you just don't know what they're fixing. But you definitely, there's no artifacting. Well, I'd say the only thing they do is they will straighten out holds.
Yeah.
They just take holds and take the deviation and just modulation, they would call it, and just reduce the modulation. But I don't hear a lot of, because you know what? She's close enough that they don't have to do it. It's nice to hear the humanness.
Yeah. Well, compared to those, idols, K-pop idols, she's way more skilled.
She's a really neat. Actually, this is fun watching her. She's a fun artist to watch, and I find they film her a lot from this side angle. I think they really she really manipulates her jaw, and I think they know that she's interesting to watch, particularly from that angle. It's cool. Hi singers! Do you want to make your audience feel all the emotions? Here's the #1 mistake I see singers make. They feel emotion instead of physically doing things that sound emotional. It doesn't matter how sad I feel, how connected to the lyrics I am, if I don't actually manipulate my voice in a way that sounds and feels sad. Quiet when I'm coming home, quiet when I'm coming home. Do you see how the second time I'm integrating this cry sound that people make? That's how your audience will feel emotion. Not just because you feel it here or here or here, or you have to do it here.
いいですか？
いつでも。
はい。